number 1.
Wait, I need the last one. Number 9.
Number 2.
Can I look?
3.
I think it was number 9.
Number 4. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. You need 8?
No. I'm waiting for you to call the next one.
5. 9. No, because I don't want to. I want to make sure I get the questions answered before I do anything else. So anybody need anything before 9? Going once? Going twice? No. Then you need tutoring. Okay. Is this it?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Oh, that's bad.
What is that?
Oh,
Is that Y? Is that YX?
no, that's long X. X long. That's another problem. Can you do it?
Do you subtract the long X from the...
You know what? Do it. Everybody do it right now.
What? Really? My next 10 minutes more.
There's time. There's only 4. I thought you guys had more.
For what?
For the other ones. Do this. I want to see what you guys come up with.
I'm confused for what?
Solve for X, and we'll call that chi, even though it's not chi. X and chi. You do need to understand that X and chi are opposites. Chi.
They're both different numbers, right?
They're opposites, not different numbers. They are opposites.
Es que yo siento que estabas tirando. Is this on the shelf?
This?
Yeah.
Attaboy. I'm at 605.
Oh, those are so good.
You see that no trajectory?
That went the wrong way.
Yeah, right?
Totally the wrong way. I'm gonna call one of you guys to come up here and do this in a minute. Use that dojo. This is algebra. This is, you know what? I'm gonna tell you where this problem came from. You guys ready? No. This is from a 7th grade math book.
How current is this math book?
It's new.
Yeah. So
The 7th grade math problem.
So is chi really the sign, like the name of that sign, or is that just?
No, that's just something made up.
Okay.
Chi is a Greek letter. It looks like an X. That's why I called it chi. Chi looks like this. Or something like that. And it's going to say CHI. It's not pronounced chai. It's chi.
Chi.
Just so you know.
No, I want to look up at
Chai
that.
tea latte. Funny. Oh, did you just look in a mirror?
Chill is gone.
The thrill is gone.
I don't understand.
The thrill is gone away.
Why?
Oh, I did it all wrong. I did it all wrong.
Munoz, chi is straight this way, and it's a squiggle that way.
Let me see how they did it.
But I'm trying to look up what that is.
It's this bottom? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what that is.
I don't know what that is. We'll call it a side.
Side?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, you have to track it, so then it tracks everything. Oh, I understand this. Understand what
Funky X.
Yeah.
XI. XY.
I looked up different versions of eggs.
Okay.
Did it work?
I don't even know. Yeah. Can I wait? Linda, listen.
I got 2 fifths.
Okay, hold on.
How'd you get an answer? I know, I don't even know how you
No, I got 5 of them too.
Are opposites?
I actually did it already, and I actually wrote it in 2-column proofs.
Oh, I hate proofs.
What? They're the best.
Proofs
You're a
suck.
math teacher, you're supposed to say that.
What's a proof?
I'm not supposed to say that because I'm a math teacher.
Proofs suck.
I say that because it's
Explain
true,
everything.
You're a math teacher, so
and I happen to teach math.
Everything's easy.
Windows feeling tested.
You ever play a board game?
That's what I think.
Did you ever read the instructions? So that you would like 2-column proofs.
I don't share with you.
And you say, tell me? Lazy. That's what it is. Here's the game. Here's the instructions.
But I like reading. Okay, I like math. I never read.
Same thing with math. If you don't know the rules, you can't play the game, homeboy.
We don't
Homegirl.
like that game.
I don't want to play this game. It's too hard.
What?
Just leave her.
This game is easier than golf.
What is this?
I hate
How
What
is
is
this
this
difficulty
difficulty
setting?
setting? I about hit like 15 people on.
me? Why me?
I said I'm watching you not do anything.
I thought you were gonna pick
That's why I'm gonna call you.
I thought you were gonna pick out Dojo.
Can I make an assumption?
Then why aren't you even trying?
Okay. I got to a certain point, like in my head, but I just.
Then come do what you did in your head, because I want to see it.
Windows.
When you do on paper, because I gotta leave.
Take it with you. It'll torture you all weekend.
Oh, don't do that to me.
I'm asking you
It's
to.
the weekend.
I subtracted this x, and then I got
Wait a minute, stop.
yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
You subtracted the x.
Oh,
if you
I
have-
meant yeah. Sorry, I'm
So
tired. Sorry.
that's a beautiful step.
Okay.
That's a beautiful step. And then what?
I subtracted 2. And I got
Oh, yeah, that's it.
plus 10.
And then you got stuck there, huh?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Wait, do you really not want these papers?
No, it's just for you. Who got up to here? And then got stuck? Cool. I'll leave you with that.
Wait,
Wait, Munoz.
that's the
Munoz,
answer.
can I go up? I was a step back, but I made an assumption.
Oh, you made an assumption?
Yep.
This isn't statistics,
But hold
bro.
on. Can I show you? Can I show you?
What you doing?
Can I show you?
I do want you to show me. Use another color. Hold on.
Divide by 4, and then get extra.
Hold on.
Okay,
Quit being rude.
so I left this. Alright, so they're opposites, right?
Yes.
So I just started plugging and checking. So I put 2 in, so 2 plus 8, or 2 times 4, it gives me 8 plus 2 equals 10, then equals, so if this is negative 2, minus 12 equals 10.
Okay, so you did a trial and error.
Yep.
Is there anything wrong with trial and error? No. But let me take. That's beautiful. Let me take you back to here. Whoa, not to there. Let me take you back to this black script here. This is how many people did this? This is what is this right here? This is long X, right?
Yep.
So you got to there, right? Everyone got to here. They're like, oh yeah, I got that. It's good, right? Here's the answer, people. How do you write the opposite of a number?
So substitute long X for negative X. Oh my god, so hard.
What's the 3 dots?
Therefore.
Wait, Munoz, you did X and long X.
I'm.
X and long X are opposite. So X, so long X equals negative X. So just plug in negative X to all of them.
So I was right. I got lucky.
Trial and error.
So I kind of went
Do you guys know 3 dots? Therefore. Put that in your math jargon. Put that in your mathematical lecture. Tres puntos, vida loca. That's math life forever. All right, let's get back to here then. Shane, is that you with the bumping the tweeters? I hear music. Oh, play music.
It's over here. Not.
I'll say your tweeters are gonna blow out, bro. Okay. This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mr. Raiders, did those dogs have belly buttons? I'm being serious.
Munoz, smell right there.
It's itching. Sorry. So 2x squared plus 7x is equal to 1. I want to write that as a perfect square, except that there's a 2 in front of the x squared. So I'm going to divide everything by 2. That will leave me with x squared plus 7 halves x is equal to a half. Oh, I don't like that mode. Everyone cool so far? Okay. Now, Shane, I can write my perfect square. And it goes like this. Square root of x squared is x. Half of 7 halves is 7 fourths. Half of 7 halves is 7 fourths. Okay? That means that the missing number, or that number that we create, is 49 sixteenths, correct? So I need to make sure that I add it to the other side in order to balance out my equation again. So that means that this is equal to
8/16. 8/16.
right?
Yeah.
So 57 sixteenths, right? Once I add them? Is everyone good still?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I even lost myself for a second. All right. I want to get rid of this square, so I'm going to square root both sides. That's going to leave me with x plus 7 fourths is equal to plus minus the square root of 57 fourths.
Wait, where'd you get the point?
Because
16.
Explain
Yeah.
it. the square root of fraction is equal to the square root of the time over square root.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Good.
Thank you.
So 57 is either.
Well, 57 is prime. I can't really do much with it.
Which way goes that?
What?
Your like how goes that way?
It's
You
supposed to,
got
isn't it?
hitchhiker
No,
stuff.
mine doesn't.
You got hitchhiker stuff. That's where your thumb goes backwards.
Because I'm going that
You
way.
like put a table on that thing and it'll sit there.
It's because I used to do push-ups like this
Oh.
back in my days. I'm going to move over. Moving over the 7 fourths. I have this expression. They both have the same denominator. Therefore, x is equal to -7 plus or minus the square root of 57 all over 4.
You can't add it, right? Yeah.
Okay? Oh, the whole thing? Oh, for sure. Dude, that's for sure. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Ah.
I can't even do that to you yesterday. There's Santa Claus up there.
What was it?
No, he like wiped his mouth, and then he wiped like right here on the side, and then over here on the side.
And then I wipe my booty.
Where is it? It's back there.
Leave it there.
Somewhere. It's right there.
I spat on it. It's got a loogie in it.
Are you gonna have to get your glove out again and then have to
Ew.
put it in the caution bag or whatever?
Biohazard.
The biohazard.
God, so underneath.
Okay, we're good?
Wasn't done. What wasn't done?
Oh, sorry.
How just how
Maybe it's an X and that's not right. It's not one no more.
I expect you to school.
You're tossing another one? I'm afraid. So close.
Huh.
It was positive, but then I moved it and it became negative. Ooh, that's not a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah, it's Minecraft. Come on, big
Oh my gosh, this is whoa.
He's like, yeah, it's a Minecraft.
Obviously, you've never noticed that he doesn't wear anything except for Star
I
Wars
haven't
shirts.
been checking out. The guy has his jacket on. The guy has his jacket on, so I don't notice anything. Wait, I couldn't even tell what I had printed on.
It's the wrong.
Okay, moving on. Anybody need 10?
Yes. I need the last one.
Yeah, please would be nice, huh?
Please.
Hey! Don't touch these.
Not you did. That's useless, right?
Okay. I'm going to skip a few steps here, so please stay awake. The m is already has a coefficient of 1 already. So all I need is half of that to go here, right? That means that the missing number is 1/16. So I'm going to add 1/16 to the other side to balance out the equation. What's 7 times 8?
56.
56. Plus one more makes 57. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's exactly the same as before, but different. So here's what I've got. Questions here? Okay, finish it up. Square root both sides. That means that m minus 1/4 is equal to plus minus square root of 57 over 4. And as you move this over, that becomes 1
Negative 1.
over,
Negative 1.
it was negative here.
Oh.
It was positive over there.
Mr. Munoz,
And you're done.
can you do number 7?
Wait.
I tried doing it because I thought I could do it because I looked at the example, but I can't. I don't know how they got it.
I would love to do number 7. It would be my pleasure.
Are you going to do it?
I am. Why would I not?
Hey, you might
Probably
want to
this
put on
here.
a jacket.
So not nice. Questions here?
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
What?
Hey, oh. Wooden is trying to talk to you.
I need another 4 by 8. Where do you get that from?
So that denominator is 16.
Yeah.
I want that to be 16.
Oh, yeah, but. Okay, that one.
Woon's talking here. Thank you. No. What is negative 1/4 squared? That was before we square rooted.
But it's still there.
Let me start over. Okay. Will you watch me? I promise I'll write down all the steps this time. Half of this is negative 1/4. Correct? So I have that. That equals 7/2. Stop. Thank you.
This isn't number 7.
So you know how to do this one then. So the missing number here, Wooten, is going to be the square of that number. So that is 1/16. It wasn't there. So to balance this equation, I need to add it on this side. Okay? That leaves me with, Shane, so I need to add those two fractions over there. Can I add fractions without the common denominator? No. So I need to change the denominator, right? What does it need to be? What is it? 16. So how does this 2 become 16? Multiply by 8. Do it on the bottom, gotta do it on the top. 7 times 8 is? What was it?
Are you?
And then from there we just finish the problem. You want me to finish it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Can I change it now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah. Is there like an eye involved?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, just, are you
Yeah, I
allowed,
didn't
do
do
they
that.
want us to start using eyes yet?
I is fair game since you did it in second year algebra. So you should already know how to do that. So in this problem, oh, that was gross.
Whoa.
Okay, here, it's pretty much done for us. We're going to square root both sides. X minus 8 is equal to 4I.
Plus 8.
Okay? Now we're going to move that over. Therefore, x is equal to 8 plus or minus 4I. Sorry.
And that's it.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I feel dumb.
You shouldn't.
Really?
For real.
Oh no, I want
Anybody have questions on this problem?
It's supposed to make the 60 positive by dividing.
Okay.
No.
Divide by what? A negative?
So if you don't remember,
Wait, you have a negative.
Exactly.
if you don't remember, to try to solve this, we're square rooting both sides, right? That produces this dilemma here, which is the square root of negative 16. When you're taking the square root, you're asking what number times itself produces what's inside. Okay? So that means two numbers that are the exact same thing give me a negative 16. Are there two numbers that are exactly the same that will give me negative 16?
No.
There are not. But what I can do is I can break this up into what gave me negative 16, which happened to be the square root of 16 multiplied by the square root of negative 1. Right? And then I can do the square root of 16 and say, oh, so that's just 4. But what do I do with this? Well, I could write it like this if I wanted to, and that's just fine.
There's a term.
Except in math world, got tired of writing that because it shows up a lot, believe it or not, in the computer world. Okay? In programming and motherboard making and all that good stuff. So they said, you know what, let's just let the square root of negative 1 be equivalent to this letter I. So whenever we see the square root of negative 1, we're just going to call it I. So this becomes 4I. Okay? Now, using some of the properties or rules of math, there's 3 more that you should know. Okay? You know that I is equal to square root of negative 1. But if I square that, well, what happens when I take the square root of negative 1 and I square it? Doesn't that happen? So that's equal to negative 1. And then I could say, well, what about I to the third? Well, I to the third is just this times this, isn't it?
Oh, I have the chart somewhere.
Right? So that's going to be negative I. And if there's another one. Well, what if I do I to the fourth? Well, that's just 2 of these, isn't it? So what's negative 1 times negative 1? And I could go on to the I to the 5th, but it's just going to repeat. Those 4 just repeat in a pattern over and over and over and over, okay? Good?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Good?
What do you have a power of this?
Then you're actually looking at the square root of something. Because the decimal is equivalent to a fraction.
There's so many rules.
4I?
No.
No. It's 8 plus or minus 4I. Say, Munoz.
Math.
I haven't said that one.
And the last one.
I said it all morning. But right now I'm sad
Why are you sad?
Yeah, but
by the attitude in this classroom.
I don't know how to math this one.
Okay. Did you guys need this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing as the one, 2 problems ago?
Huh?
I'll pause there for a bit. Let you guys catch up.
I got a question. If you had like, say you had like 4 and then like 6 instead of 3 and 4, is it still better to divide, or could you try to square root that? Not square root, but
Simplify.
Dude, I gotta go to look at 18.
would it still fall in a FOIL method. So you still follow the FOIL method. Okay, that's what
My phone's asleep.
Any questions on getting up to this point? What's up, boss?
How did you get the 6 under the 4?
Okay, I want half of this coefficient, right? Half of 4/3 is 4/6. Man.
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everyone cool here? Because I'm going to change this. I'm recognizing this as two even numbers. That's going to become,
2/3.
thank you, 2/3. That means the missing number is 4/9.
2/3 times 4.
I know. And then like half.
And to balance that out, I've got to add it on the other side. That means that this 3 becomes 3 times 3. So that's times 3. So what am I going to get? 26 ninths?
Oh, it's negative.
Is that correct?
Wait, no, so it's positive though. So wouldn't it be negative on this side?
No, because it's positive here. And what I'm doing is I'm balancing it out.
Yeah, so you minus on both sides, but you add it.
No, you balance it out.
Is it negative 26?
You add it to both sides, that way you can balance it.
I have $10. You have $10.
I'm sorry.
You're good? Okay, never mind. There happens some. Oh, you're talking about something else.
Wait,
Because
is it
I drew a
negative?
line on my paper for the next problem and she judged me.
Is it negative 26 times or just positive?
You'd be correct.
I feel accomplished for today.
Thank you for saving this problem
You're welcome.
from catastrophic failure. Because it would have been. Okay? Are we good? I want to make the adequate correction there? Negative 26? Okay, let's square root both sides. That's going to give me r plus 2/3 is equal to negative 26
Or over 3.
ninths.
Over 3.
Sorry. Thirds. Okay. Can I simplify 26 anyhow? No, huh? 2 and 13? 2 and 13 are both prime, so.
Yep.
Okay. We're good? Let's kick that 2/3 over. So I'm going to take a step back here. That's going to equal negative 2/3 plus or minus I radical 26 thirds. Okay, I kicked out that -1 already with that I.
Put the 3 across.
And yeah, if you want to at this point, you could just extend this so that it takes care of both of them. Skadoosh.
I think that works so funny.
Skadoosh.
Dude, my foot is there.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
She does. I don't know.
Never get
You
it.
want to play it off like
Oh.
Cyber tablet.
Oh, my bad. What was it? Last one? It was the
-2
quotient of -2
plus minus
plus minus I root 26 over 3. Fantastic!
Okay.
Okay. 7.
Determine the number that will complete the square. What's half of that? Square it. You're done.
What? Wait, what? What's half of 4? 4?
Of course, 2.
4 and then you square it.
That's exactly what we've been doing for all the other problems.
Oh.
you
You know
just
too
square
many
that.
mind tricks.
No. You take half of it and then square it. Here, I'll show you another
What
example.
if it's 3?
What's half of 3? 3 halves. Square 3 halves, that gives you 9/4. Here, watch. Here's 5. Okay? Half of 5 is 5 halves. If I square that, that's going to give me 25/4.
Wow.
So half of 3 is 3
I'm
over
sorry?
2? No.
I'm sorry, did I not ask about anybody needing numbers 1 through 6?
No. Yesterday, before we had.
Oh, yes, I did. I did.
So
Quite a few times, actually.
half of 3 is
This
3
was
over
easy.
2? Or no?
What happened?
Half of 3 is 3 over 2?
Yes. You understand my disappointment, Lacey? Anything else you guys want to see? No, we're done.
No lesson.
No, that's it.
Hey, so
Yeah.
you guys figure out what you're gonna do for that.